Hey guys, all right, we are going to recap Module 1 today. So if you've not watched the videos yet, you can choose whether you want to go ahead and watch this recap and then dive into the videos, or dive into the videos and then come back and watch this, whatever route you want to take. I will not cover everything in the book. What I'm going to do is take the high points, add a little extra, and then answer any questions that I think you might have as you're watching them. So what I need you guys to do to watch the videos, if you have not found it yet, A, reach out to me and let me help you. B, autumn, fall. It's the teacher in me loves this. She has it labeled video 1 and then has bullet points. In the video, she goes through in order. And so she has gotten on BOD. When you go to BOD under Ultimate Portion Fix, you can watch all of these videos in order. So I highly recommend, do not just watch these recaps because I'm not going to hit every point. You need to watch her videos as well, because that is where you're going to get the bulk of this nutritional information. So I'm just going to do a recap, hit the high points, and then I will do this for every module. We will have a call sometime this week and answer any questions you guys might have live, and then talk about some of the things we've learned over the week. So Module 1, here we go. This one, she is going to talk about the foundations of the fix. So the reason behind why she chose what she did. And then we're going to talk about your why and some goals you might have, and just kind of set up the back part of this. She's not going to have you dive straight into the containers, dive straight into meal planning. She wants you to look a little farther, and we talked about this a little bit last week, but look a little farther and think about why you really want to make the change. So, do you need more energy? Do you want your kids to be healthier? Do you want to be more present? Do you need to overcome anxiety? Are you having trouble sleeping? What reasons do you have? And one of the things that I want you guys to do is look past losing 5 pounds, look past getting rid of your love handles, because what happens when you do that? So there was a point before I was pregnant that I had reached my goal weight. I didn't want to lose any more weight. So do I stop eating healthy? No. I had figured out that it helped me sleep better. It helped me overcome anxiety. It made me a happier person. I just felt better in general. So you need to come up with a why deeper than, that can be a great short-term goal. 5 pounds, be a great short-term goal. We need to come up with something a little deeper too, so that you have a reason to keep going. So we'll get more into goals in a minute, but first thing she's going to take you into is what the Ultimate Portion Fix is. And so your body needs carbs. You need fats. A lot of times when people do these fad diets, I tried the military diet. I literally ate hot dogs, eggs, and toast, I think, for 3 days straight. It was horrible. I was miserable. No, I didn't drink Coke. I didn't have sugar, but I mean, your body needs that. You're putting yourself into starvation mode. And for me, before I started this journey, when I tried to eat healthy, I would eat a salad for lunch and then eat a meat and maybe some sides for supper, but I was starving myself. I was not getting those calories I needed. So what happens is your body's going to hold on to everything. So when you're getting the right amount of foods, even when you get those healthy fats, it's going to keep what it needs and shed what it doesn't. To where when you are starving yourself, it's literally going to hold on to everything. So even those fats, that's where you're going to get that from. It's going to retain water because it doesn't know when it's going to get it again if you aren't drinking enough water. So she's going to go into the science behind why you need all of this, even carbs, even fats. And for me, I was not getting the right amount of veggies for my body weight each day. And it was just something that I opted out of. I thought that I didn't need them. So I mean, I knew I needed them, but I'm like, well, if I'm not eating cookies, I just won't eat. And then I'll have a strawberry later. And I was eating the strawberries, but I would eat like 2 or 3 because I didn't want to overindulge. And so my body was in starvation mode. And then I would ricochet and go back twice as bad to my old habits. So the thing that I love about this, and that you guys will find out, is that it's so easy to make a lifestyle out of it. It's not a diet. It's not a quick fix. It is a lifestyle. So going out to eat will be easy. Holidays will be easy. I say easy. I mean, it's not strict. So if you want a brownie, eat the brownie. Count it as a carb. And then roll on. You cannot deprive yourself of those things. You will make your life miserable. So this is going to allow you to still continue to live your life, but do it in a way that you are healthier. And eventually you will get to where you don't crave those things. So we'll get past that. It is a little harder at first, but we will learn the why and the science behind it, and that helps a ton. So what we were going to do, she's broke module 1 up into 3 principles. So 1 is the reasoning behind the fix, 2 is how you need to break it up, and 3 is how addictive food can be. So what we need to do, why we need to have portion control, is so we don't overstretch our stomachs. So where I was starving myself, some people are overstretching their stomachs in the opposite direction. So she has figured out a formula that we will figure out in a couple weeks, to where you guys will use those containers that I've showed you that came with your package, and you will have a certain amount each day. Now, I don't need the same amount that Clint needs. He weighs more than me. He's exercising right now. I'm not. So he's going to need more than me. It's going to be different, and we're going to find one for each of you individually. And then I will be nursing, and so I'm going to need extra calories for that. So this is personal to you. Your plan may not look identical to your sister's plan or your friend's plan. So keep that in mind as we look at it. It's going to help with your digestion. It's hard to say. When you're starving yourself, your body doesn't know what to digest. Like I was saying, it's going to hold on to everything. So if it knows that it's going to get the correct amount of food each and every day from each food group, it's going to help you be more normal in the bathroom. We're all adults here. It is healthy to go to the bathroom every single day. So it will help you with your digestive cycle. It's going to help you enhance your energy and then keep your metabolism working efficiently. So one thing that I learned in the videos, the reason she wants you to eat every 2 hours is your metabolism is kind of like a roller coaster. And so it's going to go up and down, up and down, and up and down. You want to keep it up. And so when I was in high school, I could eat whatever I wanted because my metabolism was amazing. Well, get older and it slows down. So what happens is your metabolism is going to climb. And after that 2 hours, it's going to start to go back down. So that's when you need to have your snack and keep your metabolism up here. So what happens overnight is your metabolism levels out down here because you're not eating. So for those of you that skip breakfast, your metabolism never rises again until you eat in the morning. So that is why she wants you to eat first thing. Drink some water before your feet ever hit the ground, and then eat a good hearty breakfast, because that's going to make your metabolism skyrocket, because it's like, ooh, I got food. And then you're going to keep it up there all day long until you go back to sleep again. So that is why you don't need to starve yourself in the mornings. I know intermittent fasting is like a thing right now, and I know that there are healthy ways to do it. I am uninformed in that. I cannot go without food. My husband actually does the intermittent fasting, and he likes it, but he works swing shifts, so it kind of works with his schedule. Don't sign me up for it. I gotta eat. So if you need help with that, we can talk to Clint, because not my cup of tea, but you can always try it if it's your thing. So what she does is she's going to do a 40-30-30 split. So 40% carbs, 30% protein, 30% healthy fats. That will make sense once we start splitting the containers. You do not have to remember that. You do not have to go through the day and think, have I had my 40%? Have I had my 30%? She makes it so easy. We will split it up into the containers, and you will be able just to count those along as you go. And then the main fact, if you haven't watched the videos yet, that blew my mind, the average person eats 152 pounds of sugar a year. A year. And I shared something in our boot camp before about Coke and how much just like a Coke a day is. And it's eye-opening because I am a Cokeaholic. It's amazing the amount of sugar that is in things that you don't even think about. So seeing those things is kind of a slap in the face to me. And I think it was like a meme that I shared. I'll try to find it and share it with you guys. But many foods are designed to be addictive. So sugar, McDonald's, fast foods, processed foods, they are designed to make you addicted to them. So we're going to have to kick those addictions and then create a healthy relationship with food. So we're going to be doing that. And then the next thing that she talks about is, what is your why? And we talked about this last week, and I want you to, if you haven't yet, she gives you a space here to write down your why. So I want you to do that. Do not skip that, because I used to have mine on a sticky note on the fridge, because there's going to be hard days. You have to remember why you started, why you signed up to begin with. Why do you want to be healthy? So what I want you guys to do is, if you didn't comment yours on the post from last week, commented on this video and tell me your why. It's critical because you need something behind you to push you besides me and the other coaches. You need a personal reason. And this is an example, I guess. Clint used to be a big tobacco user. I wanted him to quit, obviously. It took him wanting to quit. It took him changing his mind and figuring out a reason behind why he wanted to quit. You're not really going to change something unless you and yourself are sold to it. So let's figure out your why and write it down there. And then we're going to talk about short-term and long-term goals. I want you guys to share these. I will ask you tomorrow, so you have some time to think about them. Just share them sometime this week, what your short-term and long-term goals are. Like I said, your short-term goals, it's fine for them to be, you want to lose 5 pounds. You want to quit drinking Coke. You want to make sure you hit your veggie containers every day. You want to learn to like 3 new fruits. You want to use one of the Fix8 recipes this week. Short-term goals are amazing, but I also want you to come up with long-term goals as well. So she has you set 4 goals, and I'll read you mine, for example, when I started this journey, because I got this book. This is what I signed up with. I wanted to fix my nutrition first. My week 1 goal was to make 2 Fix8 recipes. So I had my Fix8 cookbook, and I wanted to make 2 recipes. Attainable goal. Week 2 was try 3 new veggies. I've told y'all it is no secret. Veggies are not my strong point. I'm very picky. And so I wanted to try 3 new veggies. I actually learned to like asparagus. What else did we try that week? There were some that I didn't like that we tried, but I've learned to like many more. Green beans I eat now. The sweet peppers. Sweet peppers is what I tried that I actually really, really like. Week 3 was cut out Coke completely. So I didn't set an unrealistic goal. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do that week 1 and 2. So I gradually tried to do it. And then week 3, I did it completely. And week 4, exercise daily. And so it is optional to incorporate exercise into this. But for those of you that are already doing it, I want to encourage you to continue to do it. And those of you that want to incorporate it, maybe in week 4, you start trying to do it. So she's going to have you break this down into 4 weeks, which is perfect for us. We had prep week, and then this is week 2-ish, but really week 1 of the bulk of it, and then we'll have 4 weeks and then that extra week with kids stuff. So this gives you 4 weeks to incorporate a new goal each week. So I encourage you to make one for each week. Make a short-term goal, and then we're going to look at long-term goals as well. She has it broken into 30 days, 60, 90, and a year. So what are your goals in the next 30 days? So that will be in this boot camp. Then what are your goals for the 30 days after that? So mine, for example, I will share them. The first 30 days was exercise daily. Something that very attainable, but I needed to create a habit out of. 60 days, reach for healthy snacks. So I wanted to create a habit out of reaching for healthy snacks, especially being at home full time. It is easy to grab the easy thing. Companies are not stupid. They make the addictive foods easy. So what I have to be conscious about is to make my healthy foods easy. And this is important for Hayes as well, because he's old enough to go grab something out of the fridge. And so if I make that healthy stuff easily accessible, then he's more likely to grab it. And then my 60-day thing was no Coke as well. 90 days was a new eating and exercise lifestyle. So I wanted to fully incorporate exercise and eating. And then this is neat. I didn't read this till just now. My 1-year goal was to lose weight and be able to have a healthy pregnancy, because we had been having trouble getting pregnant up until that point. And so it's pretty neat that I'm at the end of that journey now. So that is what is your why. So that is a recap of module 1. She's going to look at the back history of why you're doing this, what kind of portions you need, why you need those portions, and all of that. So make sure you do watch those videos, follow along in your book, take notes. It's kind of like school. And then we will look at module 2. I will recap it for you on Wednesday. Just watch those as you get time this week. The videos are short, but they are time consuming. You do have to sit down and actually watch them and listen. So module 1, when you get a chance, tell me your goals, tell me your why. Module 2, when you get a chance, and then we'll recap that later this week. Let me know if you guys have any questions.